Right, we're back with another episode of the On The Bench podcast. Episode 42. We're nearly at 50, lads. It was looking shaky in the beginning, but we're pushing through. Nearly episode 50. And on the bench today, got a special guest in the building. Big TikTok influencer. Modeler. Modeler.
I don't think modelers are well.
Modeler. He's in my dictionary. Say model. Yeah, man, sick. Little JR in the building. How you doing, brother, man?
I'm very, very good. How are you
Good,
doing?
yeah. I'm good, man. Nice to have you on the show, man. Appreciate you coming down and taking time out to jump on the show. And also on the bench today, gonna go to the left. I normally do Frank last, but I'm gonna do you second today.
That
That
was very,
was a
quick.
pause.
That was.
I'm running early today. Right, to my left, I got Mr. Talk to Frank, a.k.a. Mr. Roy Keane, a.k.a. the Christmas Grinch. How you doing, Frankie boy?
Yeah, not bad, man. Not bad. Thank you.
Good,
man. Yeah, good.
Happy with your comeback on the weekend?
Yeah, I was.
another one,
I
innit?
was. Yeah.
Amorim. Keep him in.
And also to my right, he's Draking again. He's got his plats back. We call him the East Midlands Drake, a.k.a. Mr. Narcos, a.k.a. Mr. Tony Tom. What's happening, Tom?
Album's out now. Go listen on all DSPs. And we're still top of the league, so I'm living life lavish.
You're going to be gassed today, innit?
Yeah, it's going to be a good pod. Roasting.
Right, we're going to start off with my Arsenal today. Arsenal versus West Ham. Arsenal bottled it. 1-0. We lost 1-0 to West Ham, and I'm upset, man. I'm going to start with you because you're an Arsenal fan, so...
Yeah, man. I can't lie. I'm not upset, but this is the reason why I'm not upset, all right? I played football this weekend, yeah?
Yeah.
And I bagged the hat-trick.
Yeah.
So... Here's the thing, right? I was playing the game. I was playing the game whilst the Arsenal game was playing. Yeah? I come off the bench, get my first goal in the first half, make it 1-0, go back to 1-0, then make it 2-1, 3-1.
Yeah.
Easy. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Cool. End up winning the game 3-2. I'm happy. I'm buzzing, Change room is good vibes, all that stuff. Yeah? My boy that's a West Ham fan, that's me up. He goes, yeah, I think it's because, we obviously won. So I'm like, yeah, all gas. Suddenly, what, you dapping up the West Ham win? I said, impossible. I checked my phone, see it's 1-0 on FootMob. I said,
crazy, innit?
yeah, man. I was, mood switch down. I'm down. But I was like, you know what? I'm not letting that bring my mood down, man. I scored a hat-trick. I don't care. I honestly, to me, that result doesn't even exist.
Arsenal might need you up top then.
Yeah,
I know we need a striker. What position do you play?
I played like right-wing striker.
There
you go.
Arsenal! Arteta!
I'm here, man. I'm here, man.
Get him in. So what, do you reckon we still got a chance for the league?
If I'm being honest, see, there's optimism and then there's delusion, innit?
Then there's Arsenal fans.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I don't think so. I think Liverpool got it in the bag now. I think that West Ham result was really crucial.
Definitely,
Them
man.
dropping points, we need to make that up. I mean, even though we're lacking attacking options, we still need to be grabbing at least a point, not losing at home.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
It's crazy, man.
So crazy.
What do you think about? What do you think about the game, Frank?
Yeah, I mean, I was here last week talking about Arsenal. The title's not quite done, but I didn't foresee Liverpool picking up 4 points from City and Villa, and Arsenal not beating West Ham. So that's massive shift in the title race. 11 points clear. Arsenal got a game in hand, but Arsenal's game in hand is against Forest away. That's a tough game.
Forest have been poor recently. They've only won. They've lost 3 out of their last 4 games.
It's away from home though. They've been poor.
And they'll be well up for it. And the problem with Arsenal is the lack of strikers, the lack of forwards. There's no who's going to put the ball in the back of the net against a tough defence.
It's true. And Nweri's injured as well now.
Oh, he's got injured again.
He went off limping. Skelly's got a red card as well. So it's gone from bad to worse. Literally,
absolutely.
We're so
do you know what? This season, obviously, I don't like the choices Arteta makes, like some of his choices. But this season, we've had a lot of bad luck with injuries, red cards. So to a certain extent, I kind of...
Whoa, hold on a minute. Bad luck with red cards?
Yeah.
How?
Sending off. When I mean bad luck, it's like...
The timing of them.
Yeah, the timing, players out.
That's your fault, though. That's not like... That's something Arsenal players can control. That's something Arteta could potentially control. That's not really bad luck. That's your players being stupid.
No, but it's still a player out. in a crucial time. Like, look, we've got injuries already. We've got another red card again.
Skelly shouldn't be doing GBH on the pitch, if we're going to be honest. Like, no one said go and rob him.
Yeah. Well, it's not looking good. Odegaard, what's your take on Odegaard, bro?
He's just not been performing since he's come back from injury. I think it's a confidence thing, to be honest. Well, he had a massive injury, and that's one of his biggest injuries had of his career so far. So maybe that's taken a knock on his confidence. Maybe he's not trying to dribble into spaces and then create that space for other players to then pass it into. Yeah. But I don't know. He's just not really been the same, and it's sad to see because honestly, he's a magical player when he's on his day, man.
So are you a big Odegaard fan then?
Yeah, I'm a huge Odegaard fan. So it's
is he world class? For me,
he was in that bracket of potentially to not. Right now, he's not because of the bad form. I guess on form, he's not. But I feel like I know on his day he can be. He definitely could be.
Debatable.
It's debatable, but
yeah.
I'm not the biggest fan of Odegaard.
To be fair, even when he was on form last season, you were saying it.
Yeah. Do you know what it is? He frustrates me a lot as an Arsenal fan. Like, even in the game the other day, he's not shooting. You know, like we need a goal. And he's always trying to do these
extra
little cheeky passes, these little chips.
That's why I wouldn't put him in the world class bracket.
Yeah,
that's why.
Decision making. And that's to be world class. Your decision making's got to be.
Yeah, but he did have that season, didn't he? Like 2 years ago, where he banged 15 Prem goals.
Yeah.
So
one season, but it happened. Players have those.
Can do it.
You've got to be consistent.
Yeah. But Arsenal's 15-game unbeaten runs come to an end now, and we only had 2 shots on target out of 20 in the game. Just
that's poor. Yeah, that's really poor. No efficiency there. What, do you not play? You got Forest obviously, and then
Forest away.
You play in Europe next week, isn't it?
Yeah, so we've got Forest away, then we've got PSV away, then we've got United away. So we've got 3 very tough fixtures, away games as well. It's not looking good, man. We could possibly be out of the Champions League as well.
No, I don't think so. As in Champions League or Champions League places. Sorry,
knocked out.
Of the Champions League, yeah, potentially,
PSV, all right.
Yeah,
with our squad, no strike force, we could potentially get knocked out. We could potentially be out of the league. And when's it? Isn't it normally February? Arsenal's bad luck.
Yeah,
it is This is our traditional
juju time.
Yeah, man. So it's not looking good, man. We need Saka back, man. And
when's Saka back? April. So another month. By that time,
Saka's back to stand there and do this. Congratulations, Liverpool. Trent, congratulations.
How do you feel about January? Arsenal signing nobody January as well.
Sad. Can't lie. I mean, the market was very, very thin. It got very, very thin very quickly. But I feel like we still should have brought something in because now we are reaping the consequences. I can't lie. I think summer was just mainly the bad thing. Yeah. How are we not signing at least like another attack? Like we signed Raheem. No. We'll be here all day if I talk about Raheem.
Lay out, man.
I can't do it, man. I can't do it.
Nah, they got to put some respect on Raheem's name, though.
Raheem the Dream.
Listen, he's Raheem the Dream. I like that. He's been doing this since 17, by the way. I just want to let everyone remember. He's got miles on the clock. Like,
he's another Liverpool lad, isn't he? That's what it is.
Nah, but he didn't. We got him from was it West Brom? QPR? Somewhere like that. QPR. Yeah, so he's not like a Liverpool academy graduate per se, but he's been doing it for a while. Like, of course you're going to get burnt out.
But no, I completely agree. Miles on the clock and all that as well. When I think Raheem Sterling, obviously at Man City, was the best version of Raheem Sterling by a country mile.
That was the best version of Man City.
Yeah, completely agree. So come on, he was better for City than he was for Paul. Come on.
I don't know.
He was born at Liverpool as well.
He took it to another level.
That season of him at Cam. Yeah. Playing behind Suarez and Sturridge.
And Coutinho in there as well.
Oh, that just...
I'm not
yes. I'm about to be thinking about stuff.
About Arsenal before we move on. Arteta in or out?
I think it's more of a board issue than Arteta. I'll be real. Because we've known what we've been missing for a long time. And I feel like Arteta could take us there. I mean, I don't know if there's a manager out there right now on the market that's really going to do a better job than Arteta. Like,
that's true.
I couldn't really name one, so I feel like just back him. Don't waste any money on terminating his contract and sacking him. So I feel like just back, but the board just need to back him and hopefully get a striker.
Do you think that's maybe why Edu left then? Because he left in November, so we don't know the discussions that could have been being had about January signings. We need a striker. We need. what we doing, and they're not back. They're saying, no, we're not doing this. And he's thinking, I don't want to be a part of this now.
Potentially.
You lot ain't serious. We're meant to be going for he might have ambitions and want to take the club in this direction, and they're still on this direction. So that might all be the reason why he said, I'm out. Could be.
Well, yeah, it is a fair shout. I think we've also got to look at the role that he's been given now, in charge of 3 clubs under the Nottingham Forest owner, because obviously that might be a more senior role for him. So it might be a bit of both, but that is a good shout. I don't think a lot of people have thought that. But the other thing I wanted to say about what you were touching on about Arteta, about backing him, I completely agree, because the problem is when you bring in a new manager, he might not like a lot of those players, and then he might want to sort of shift and change a lot of the players. Now, there might be some players that aren't necessarily first team for Arsenal, but they're good for the sort of whole squad, if that makes sense. They're good for the harmony of the squad, and you go and bring in a player who demands to start and disrupts the harmony. On top of that, I feel like Arsenal can learn from how Spurs messed up in many ways with Poch, because Poch weren't getting backed. Levy thought he could go and get a better manager for the Spurs team to take them to the next level. We tried it with Jose, he tried it with Conte, it didn't work out, and now a lot of Spurs fans are saying you might as well just kept Poch and just give him a bit of money.
I think Arteta's been back though.
He has.
He's
700
million.
But you know what?
Definitely been
he
back.
has. But what he's done with that money, he's not won anything yet. But what he's done is he's taken you guys from lingering in what sort of 6th, 5th. I mean, you haven't played Champions League football for how many years? Now this is going to be the 3rd season in a row you've had for Champions League football. So what he's done is you're not necessarily title challengers in terms of the last few weeks of the season, but how many points was it you lost the league by last season? Was it 4?
Yeah, something like that.
So very, very close. You're the closest challengers to Liverpool again this season. You're almost there, and we all know what you guys need. We all know what you need. You probably need another player.
Clearly, they don't.
Well, but what I'm saying is,
everybody that's like 68,000 people in that stadium can see we need a striker.
Yeah.
And those at home.
Yeah.
But
this is the position you'd rather be in. You'd rather be in this position than go and get a new manager in, and then him trying to tear everything down and start again, and then you start dropping positions and everything.
But then, one second, so we're at this position now where if we don't win nothing this season, anything happens in football. Real Madrid are lurking for Saliba, like we spoke about last episode. Yeah. Saliba leaves. I do believe we can level up and still get somebody in. But if he leaves now,
leaves a gap.
The team starts deteriorating. Obviously, you've built your team a certain style of play, which Saliba understands. You've got to make this new defender that comes in, understand the game.
Yeah, no, I completely agree.
And this is when things start to change.
Saka as well. Add Saka to that list.
What, leaving?
Yeah.
No, I don't think Saka leaves. I don't think Saka leaves.
Trossard's leaving though.
But look, sometimes you've got to take one step back to take 2 steps forward. Now, I don't think you guys can replace Saliba that easily. But I also thought that Coutinho leaving Liverpool for Barcelona was going to be a massive miss for them. And what did they do? They used that money to buy Alisson and Van Dijk. And they've been arguably, one of the best goalkeepers and one of the best defenders the league has ever seen since then. And they cost the same value as Coutinho. So sometimes what you've got to do, if you were to sell Saliba for 90 million, and then you go and get another striker, another defender, and another... I'm not saying that's going to work, but that could potentially be money well spent.
Who would you bring in? So if we do sell Saliba 100 million, 110 million, who would you actually bring in? Not to replace Saliba, but just within the squad.
Okay, so I've been doing a lot of research in terms of Arsenal transfers. Yeah, a lot of people saying Benjamin Sesko. However, I don't like his passing ability. I think his passing ability could be very much improved on. And what we need is someone that's gonna be here and now, especially because we know what we need in order to go to the next level, potentially win the title. And we can't have a striker that's going to develop. That needs that kind of sort of developing. We need someone who's proven. And I think, as a person who keeps up with the Portuguese league, I think Victor Gyökeres is the person for it. I feel like he's a very good striker.
Good option.
So you'll go for Gyökeres. But then we need a left winger as well, also, because Trossard's not signing a new contract. He's gone.
Martinelli's just not it.
That's enough. Yeah. We'll keep going on. So much there. We're going to move on. Martinelli, that's the last question. What do you think about Martinelli as well? That's another one I'm not a big fan of. I haven't been for a very long time. I used to scream at Arsenal fans telling them this guy is not it. What's your take on Martinelli as well?
I mean, he originally came in as a striker. I remember at first he actually was, and then ever since the left wing, he had that really good season, and then ever since he just kind of dipped down, which is unfortunate because I did really like the Martinelli that
First Martinelli,
the first one.
Would you move him on?
So, man, I feel like next step, get maybe a left winger, something like Nico Williams.
Everyone keeps talking about Nico Williams.
Yildiz.
Yeah, he scored 2 on the week.
Maybe Leao. Maybe Leao's had enough of Milan.
Yildiz is a
They're
great
out of
shout,
the
by the
Champions
way.
League already.
Yildiz is a great shout.
Yildiz.
He's
Tom
right.
English
He's
did
right.
Yeah.
Very good.
Who's
player.
that?
He's right-sided though. Yildiz.
Oh, is he right
Yeah,
sided?
'cause
Is he
left
left-footed
he's
right winger?
left-footed.
Is he? Okay.
Wait, is he left-footed? Shit,
Every time I've watched
he's
him,
both.
I'm sure he plays from the left. Every time I've watched him, he plays from the left.
Yeah.
He looks a proper talent.
No,
That
'cause
boy.
I've seen him when he played against City. I swear he was on the. Wait, no, yeah, he wasn't on the left.
Yeah.
Nah,
He's-
Might be watching the game
He
in
got
America.
he's got 2 good feet though.
Yeah.
And he can spank a ball.
Yeah, he can.
Pause.
He can.
All right, we're gonna move on from Arsenal. Heartbreak at the weekend. We're gonna touch on Frank's. Oh my god, I had to catch myself.
Why?
We're gonna touch on Man United and Everton and Man United. They came back, your boys. They fought. They came back. They got the draw in the end. Fernandes come through and saved today. I saw Rio. He done a post today. It was like, put some respect on this for
Yeah, you have
Fernandes'
to.
name.
Yeah, you have to.
They keep talking about he shouldn't be a captain and whatnot, and keep showing him. Keep showing us time and time again why he's the captain and why he's a great player. And also, is Fernandes world class?
I've told you, for me, he is.
Is he world class?
In my opinion, he is. I just don't feel like there's a lot of players in his position that can do what he does season in, season out. What do you think of Bruno Fernandes?
Is he world class?
I love Bruno personally, especially being Portuguese. Also
Knew it.
watching him for the international team.
I knew he was going to say Portuguese and do that.
I love Bruno. I can't lie.
Yeah.
I do think there's an element where he's just world class. He has got that element where he can ping a ball, he can shoot as well. I feel like he has that factor that Odegaard is missing.
Yeah.
I can't lie.
This is the big comparison, isn't it?
It's the
It's
big
the
comparison,
mentality.
but I
It's the
feel
mentality.
It's the mentality, and knowing that he can put a team on his shoulders, like Man United. Because let's be honest, Man United not doing the greatest at the moment.
Yeah.
But I feel like Bruno, when it matters sometimes, and when they really need him, he steps up.
Come true.
100%.
Yeah,
He
definitely.
steps up.
And he's got. I mean, we're 15th in the league, man. We're 15th in the league, and he's still got double figures in goals and assists this season. In all comps, to be fair, but he's just. I honestly rate Bruno. Where would we be without Bruno? Genuinely, I don't know, because he's that good. He honestly is that good.
And that's what you want in a player, man.
Exactly.
Where would you be without him?
Yeah.
Odegaard, not sorry to go back to Arsenal, but Odegaard, he doesn't give you that. You don't look at Odegaard in the 80th minute and think, all right, he's gonna do something. He doesn't. He just never does it.
But I feel like Bruno Fernandes gets away with a lot of what he does because of how shit your club is. Because if he's at a better club with higher standards, when he's trying to force these passes or when he has these shitter performances, they sort of go under the radar because it's like, he'll grab that goal, for example, and you guys will praise him. But
he does it regular.
He does it regular, but in a better team, is he shooting as much? Is he getting on the ball as much? Probably not. If you stick him in Real Madrid, he's not gonna. Literally, the play just runs through him at Man United, right? And pretty much through Portugal. But I'd say he's better than like Vitinha. He's better than a declining Silva, for example, and obviously Paulinho. He's better on the ball, so play goes through him. If you put him into like a Real Madrid team, the play's not going to go through him as much. He's not going to be forced to have to do.
But
these
you know what, though,
things.
Tom? I could say the same about Mo Salah. I could say the same about Mo Salah. I don't feel like Mo Salah would be the same player he is for Liverpool as he would be in other teams. Do you know what I mean? Like, he would still put up numbers. I'm sure he would, but he wouldn't put up the same numbers that he's done for you guys season in, season out, because it will be a different energy, a different focus. And you look at Real Madrid. What Real Madrid are like is their fan base and their club is like, we don't care what you've done before. It's about what you do now. So if Trent goes over to Real Madrid, we don't care what you've won. We don't care who you came from, what your name is, where you're from. It's about what you do. And that's why they took Jude Bellingham straight away, because he hit the ground running.
I think Trent will hit the ground running.
At Real Madrid?
100%.
I don't think so. I think he'd struggle.
He's on a ball. He's on a ball.
I think Trent Bulls.
At Real Madrid?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so because
He's on a ball.
a lot of iconic Real Madrid goals in the Champions League come from Alvaro Cross. Not gonna lie,
That's
Trent
why
not
he's
gonna do the same thing.
But defensively, he'll get found out, I feel like.
Here we go.
Defensively, yeah.
Right. Can I drop some stats now? Or is it
No, we're not. We're still in the United.
Okay.
Don't. Look, you
can't wait.
out here trying to deflect. You're trying to deflect from your shit club. Nah, man.
Wait, no, we don't talk about this stat shit. All right, let's talk about the game quickly. Ugate's goal.
Quality.
The left foot volley.
Quality goal,
Brilliant goal.
Nah, come on. It was his
You're
weaker
a hater,
foot.
you
Yeah,
know.
he
You're
is,
actually
he
a
is.
hater, man.
It was his left foot. It was
the
a
keeper's
pressure moment.
unsighted. The keeper's
Oh,
unsighted.
come on,
He's
man.
shifted his
But
body
he's done
weight
well
to
to
the
keep
other
it down,
side.
Tone. He's done well to keep it down. He
it's a-
chested it and then he's
It's a
volleyed
hit
it
and
with his weaker
hope. Hit
foot.
and hope. It's
He's
a
done
hit
well
and
to
hope.
keep it down.
It's a
Bruno's
hit
free
and
kick was class as well.
Free kick.
Yeah,
That was the first shot on target.
Yeah,
For
embarrassing.
United.
We were first half we were non-existent. First half was one of the worst first halves I've seen. And I've got to speak about Andre Onana because I'm really getting sick and tired of him. Both. So the second goal was his fault because he's parried the ball into the 6-yard box. You could have parried over the bar, to the left, to the right. And the penalty, which I'm sure you guys want to discuss, the penalty came from him because Gay's taking a shot from the edge of the area. It wasn't that powerful. It wasn't that sort of, the ball wasn't moving that much. And he just parried it straight into the 6-yard box. Dude, parry the ball out. What are you doing? And then obviously that's when Ashley Young tried to pounce on the ball. And then, yeah, the penalty decision unfolded. But
That was
he
a
needs to
penalty as
start-
well.
No, it wasn't a penalty.
It was a
Here we
penalty.
go. Here we go. I was waiting for
It
this.
was a
What's
penalty.
your thoughts on Man United this season and where did they go from here?
Honestly, I don't know. I think Ruben Amorim made a mistake leaving his squad thing. You know, a team that was literally undefeated in the league, to then Man United. That was crazy to me, in my opinion. But I honestly do feel for him because you know this. I feel like United's problem. I don't think it's ever been the team. Because if you look at the team on paper, it's not a bad team whatsoever. It's definitely an internal problem. It's definitely, you know, their training facilities and stuff. It's not up to standard. A lot of people have said that, you know, Carrington has not been as good as, you know, other training facilities and stuff like that. So maybe it's just, like I said, I think it's a
My
internal
God, you got a soft
problem.
spot for United, haven't you, mate?
Because Ronaldo used to play there probably. It's the Portuguese
not
wings.
Even, though,
So-
not even.
Can I ask you a question? Obviously, do you watch a lot of Portuguese football?
Yeah, I watch a bit.
Do you have a club that you follow in Portugal more
Oh,
than?
Benfica.
Oh, you're Benfica, are you?
Mhm.
Because obviously they're Lisbon as well, aren't they? Benfica. And what was Amorim's reputation? I mean, we kind of know, but from that side of things, what was Amorim's reputation like over there?
I mean, when he was a Sporting, we knew it was going to be a tough game straight away. We knew that he was tactically sound. He brought he brought the beast out of Gyökeres. Like Gyökeres was already a beast at Coventry. He just became a different level.
Different
Sporting.
animal, yeah.
So yeah, we knew every time Benfica were going to play Sporting, like
Problem.
It's going to be a problem. It was going to be a problem. So
Do you think he'll prove to be a success at United? Like, what's your head and heart telling you?
it's long because the thing is, a lot of good managers have gone to United and, you know, not succeeded. I don't know. I don't think I can see him completely changing United. To be honest,
enough.
I'm not gonna lie.
Fair enough.
He's going to fail.
Nah.
He's going to fail.
United, I believe you lot are in a rebuild. You lot are bringing all these youths and you're going around signing a lot of youths. I think you lot are trying to...
Well, Chido Obi came on for 20 minutes the other day and he looked decent.
You're going to move out the older players.
What did he do?
He looked okay. I mean, he done a bit more than what Højlund done.
I forgot. I didn't even see him have a touch, if I'm being honest.
I think that's what you lot are doing now. You're not going to move on all the older lot.
Yeah.
Kind of look at Arsenal. You need a younger team.
We do.
And you don't want to be like City.
Spurs are trying to do the same thing as well.
You have to, because eventually all your good players get old.
Yeah.
And you're in this funny stage where it's just like,
Well,
where do we go from?
It's interesting you say that because you talked about Gyökeres and apparently United aren't going to go for Gyökeres because they want big money for him, but he's going to be 27 soon. So United are saying 26 and under is what we're looking at now.
He has a buyout clause of like 50 or 60 mil.
Still a lot of money though.
Is it
Still a
low
lot of
for a
money.
27-year-old striker that can guarantee you goals?
For us, it is. No. For someone like Arsenal, that's a perfect value, perfect striker. Especially with what you were saying, you need someone now. That for the next 5-6 years you'd be sorted. But for us, it's too much money. We
I
can't
think
afford
you're
that at
just
the moment.
saving face probably because who wants to come to your club now? You can't get like the
It's still
upper-
Man United. No, you're right.
You
You're
can't
right
get
because
the
no Champions
upper
League football.
echelon of players that you would want.
Yeah.
Like he's going to want like you were about to say, like he's going to want Champions League football. So if you've got Arsenal, whoever else on the table, United, obviously you're going to be bottom of the list. Compared to
Yeah.
the other clubs.
Arguably, unless you've got. I mean, you look at Rasmus Højlund. When he signed for us, PSG were pushing really, really hard to get him, and he turned them down for United. And also Patrick Dorgu. I think Napoli and Juventus were after him as well, but he still chose United.
What you were saying, United's still one of the biggest clubs in the world.
Nah.
So growing up, a lot of these kids as such, they would have grew up watching Man United win and the history. So you think, why would they go to Man United? it's just a bad phase that they're going through. The history Man United's got is one of the biggest clubs.
Well, to give you another example, Fernando Torres was wanted by every club in Europe. Liverpool weren't winning anything at the time, but he still chose Liverpool over a lot of other clubs.
Team you just love growing up.
It's just an affinity. Yeah, sometimes it's not always about. But you're right. I agree with you. I think most footballers should go for the teams that are competing and want to play. They want to play Champions League football. Let's have it right.
But you know what it is? I feel like for players, I feel like with their mentality, like footballers have very strong minds. So, you know, even when Man United is not looking like the most promising project, they might feel like they're the player that can make that difference.
Yeah, completely agree with that.
Yeah.
Because you come to United, you make an absolute difference. You bring them back to their glory days. You're a legend.
That's it. Yeah.
That's true.
I mean, look at Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes was close to. I think Spurs were looking at him, City were looking at him, and then obviously he came to United and he said, of all the clubs that wanted to play for England, it was always going to be Man United because of Ronaldo. Because Ronaldo was his hero. And now Bruno Fernandes, whatever happens, he will go down as a Man United legend now.
A legend.
He will go down as a Man United.
A Man United
I can
legend.
assure you.
I think
because
more
a legend.
for me, he'll go down. For me,
for 2 Carling Cups.
It's not, no, hold on. It's not about the trophies. For me, it's not about the trophies. It's the fact that this guy was putting up numbers in a crap Man United team because Man United fans, a lot of them, won't forget what Bruno's done for our club when we've been awful.
That's what makes players at West Ham legends at.
But that's where we're at. We're at right now,
at these clubs that don't win.
I agree, but Bruno Fernandes can't do it all by himself. Listen, let me tell you one thing. Before Bruno Fernandes came to Man United, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was the manager and he was struggling big time. We just lost to Burnley 2-0, I remember, in a game which we should have easily won. We lost 2-0. They outplayed us. And then we went and signed Bruno Fernandes and the rest was history. He catapulted us to, I think it was 3rd in the league or 2nd I can't remember but 3 seasons in a row we had Champions League football because of Bruno. No one else. It was Bruno. He was the catalyst. You can't have short memories with that. But I know what you're saying. You're right. In comparison to other legends,
he's not going to go down in history, though. People aren't going to look back in 20 years' time and go, "Oh, remember Bruno Fernandes? He got us Champions League football."
Yeah. Again, a good shout, a good argument. But in my opinion, I will always rate Bruno Fernandes as a legend because he didn't leave our club when we were in the mud. He carried our club furthermore.
And he's not a legend, man.
For me, he is. For me, he will go down as a legend.
Because of the money you guys are paying him, the contract. Was anyone really going in for him when he signed that contract extension? I don't think so.
But you know what, though, Tone? I look at Bruno Fernandes, the way that he plays football. You could give him 50 grand a week. You could give him 200 grand a week. He'll play exactly the same way because that's just his personality. That's his mentality. And again, in my opinion, he will go down as a legend just because of the way he's performed. And he's always there. He's always available, man. I love him. I love Bruno.
Portuguese stuff aside. Is he gonna go down as a legend?
He's always Portuguese, bro.
That's what I said. Saying.
No. I'm actually not even I'm not even like biased when it comes to. I'm actually quite an honest football fan. Like I'll easily say Messi's better than Ronaldo. Like that's how I am. So
start lying here.
I'm not gonna lie.
You gotta lose all followers for that.
Don't kill me. Don't kill me.
When you go down a legend at Man United?
No, I feel like more of a cult hero. Yeah. Like a bit like a. I'm trying to think of an Arsenal player that's not a legend, but someone when we are there in rough times. Like for example, Aubameyang. Cult hero, not a legend, but a cult hero for sure, because he was there and one of our best players from when times were bad.
Like a Torres for us, like Suarez. Suarez is a legendary player. Was he a legend? Was he a Liverpool legend though?
I think he falls in that bracket. He could.
No.
What he done and the goals he scored and the moment he's given.
Yeah, but this is the same example, right? Because the goals, the assists, that one individual season where he almost, Sturridge did help a little bit, but almost single-handedly dragged us to a title. Mm-hmm. But we didn't get it over the line, so that doesn't make him a legend. It makes him a cult hero. People are going to remember him. People are going to love him. Certain people, not everyone, but it won't cement him as a legend.
This is just my opinion. I mean, a lot of people can disagree with me, and that's absolutely fine. For me, like I said, when you put everything in context, he's been at our club, 5-6 years now. What he's done for our club in terms of, always being available. Like I said 10 minutes ago, where would we be without Bruno? That's genuinely, we'd be in a relegation zone, most likely.
Same place.
You know what I mean? So there you go. There's your trophy, saving us from relegation this season. You know what I mean? That's where his legendary status comes up.
Cool. Got a run of fixtures. Not too bad. You got Ipswich at home. Fulham in the FA Cup at home. Real Sociedad away. That's going to be a tricky one. They like to turn up in Europa football. You got Arsenal. Then you got Real Sociedad at home. And you got Leicester away. That's
it. That is our make or break at the moment. Because then after that It's the international break.
Yeah, the international break.
So, we got Ipswich on Wednesday in our relegation battle.
How many of those games do you win?
3.
It's tough, man. It's tough. I mean, I don't think we beat Arsenal. I think that'll be a draw, or maybe I think a draw. I hope we can beat Ipswich this week. I'm not confident. Yeah, I know. I hope we can beat Ipswich because I can see Ipswich scoring against us. Because we're not creating chances at the moment. Fulham in the FA Cup is going to be a tough game as well. Although we beat them twice in the league this season.
That's going to be interesting. I reckon Fulham beat you.
I can see that happening as well, yeah. Then we've got Sociedad away. That's a very tricky game. But Sociedad, thankfully, have got 2 tough games against. They've got Real Madrid and they've got Barcelona as well.
What, in the same week?
Yeah.
They're also not that good this year. They're a bit
shitty. But they've got
cup game. So remember, in the cup game...
But they've won 6 out of their last 8 games, yeah. And it's Man United coming to town. And then we've obviously got Arsenal. Then we've got Sociedad at home. And then we've got Leicester away in the league. And, if we... Look, I just want us to beat Ipswich and Leicester in the league so that we can say, right, we're staying up. Now let's try and win some cups. You know what I mean? If we can.
Oh, yeah. How do you feel about the news that came out today?
About the money saving?
Yeah.
I mean, I could go and talk about this all day, so I'm not gonna get into it too much. But I just feel like... I mean, I'm hearing 2 sides to the story, but... One of the sides is obviously it's embarrassing. Let's be real. This is absolutely shocking.
What happened? I didn't heard.
The amount of cuts that they're making, and they're saying
cut the meals for coaches.
What do you mean?
So everyone gets free meals.
Spread and soup.
Everybody gets what?
Everyone gets free meals that work at United, right?
Yeah.
They've cut the free meals. Coaches
free, as in like you don't have to
free
pay.
meals.
Yeah, of course not. Yeah. The club's got chefs and everything.
The coaching staff, everyone except for players, only gets soup and bread.
I mean, that's what they're saying, yeah.
Come on.
Except for the
Carrington Prison!
Yeah.
Carrington! Come on, man.
It's a hard knock life
It is.
for us.
Well, there you go. This is why Sancho said freedom.
Daily offender, crazy EastEnder.
But on the other side, I'm hearing stuff like...
That's the real reason Rashford left, by the way. That 100%.
He wanted some fish and chips, yeah?
No, he was out here campaigning, feed the children, feed Carrington, and they're like, we want you out so we can save some money.
He was giving us signs.
It's all too convenient, isn't it? Rashford leaves in January, now you're cutting free school meals.
Rashford, I have too much pasta. Rashford, mate, we get all that pasta.
Please, sir, I want some more.
Can I have seconds? No.
No, but on the flip side of things, I've heard that these drastic changes have needed to be made for a long time because of the debt. No. Because of the debt that the Glazers have incurred. Here we go.
This started me off now.
You know what
else I see? HMP Carrington.
What else I see though is like they're not getting like snacks or whatever, but they're allowed to get a piece of fruit. It's just a piece of fruit. Turning up to work.
Apple, innit? Like a little apple from
a little
Lidl's.
fruit bus. You walk in, they got a selection.
It's embarrassing, man. It's embarrassing. It's come to this. When you look at players like Casemiro, Jadon Sancho, Marcus Rashford, Mason Mount. These players are on serious wages. Okay, Rashford, 75% of his wages are being paid by Villa. Sancho, a lot of his wages are being paid by Chelsea. But you've still got Casemiro and Mason Mount who are barely playing. Mount's injured.
And now there's no snacks in the cat. Think about Luke Shaw, man.
But what I'm saying, Luke Shaw, there's another one. Luke Shaw's on a big contract.
Mate,
and he's
imagine
not playing.
working hard, going to lunch, and you think, oh, I saw a banana in there. My favourite fruit's banana. You go in there, and all they've got is a little satsuma.
Some security guards in there as well.
All that's left is a box of raisins, and you're working hard for 6 hours, and that's all you get.
Nah, man.
But yeah, so going on to what I was saying.
You know what I'm talking about?
Going on to what I was saying. Do you know what? You lot made me forget what I was going to say.
Pack lunches at Carrington now. Yeah.
But I mean, these, you're getting rid of all these staff because I think another 200 staff members got made redundant as well. So altogether, it's been 450 staff members.
So bad.
But what? For all of these guys that you're getting rid of, you get rid of a Casemiro, which I know is easier said than done. Mason Mount, Marcus Rashford, who's not been playing, Jadon Sancho's not been playing. You get these guys off the wages, and everything's like it changes everything. But you can't. How do you get these guys off the well? Sancho's going to be going, and Rashford will be gone as well.
Moment,
Anthony as well. Can't remember.
Anthony,
balling out at the minute.
He's balling out.
Got sent off the other day, didn't he?
Yeah, that was
still got an assist though.
That was unlucky though because
that was never a red
That was
card.
not a red.
That was never a red
That'll
card.
get changed if they appeal that.
All right, let's move on to
Top of the league. Top of the West Ham. Top of the league.
All right, Liverpool. They're not stopping. They just keep going and going and. I can't. Do you know when they won the league in was it 2019? I think it was 2020.
With the asterisk next to the name.
I call it the COVID prem.
The asterisk.
We won the league before COVID even kicked off.
The five got five. What was it? Drinks, breaks. 5 subs in a 3-sub season.
No fans in the stadium.
No fans in the stadium.
But to win the league this season, when the league's been so competitive, if you do pull it off, I have to respect it because the league has been very hard this year.
We're smashing it, mate.
Yeah. No, Liverpool have had a very solid season.
This game yesterday was the first double over City since 2015.
Yeah, first time we beat them at the Etihad since 2017.
Yeah.
16. So
that's a record for Slot as well.
Lowest.
He's pulling off, man.
Yeah, look, that bald magician can keep on doing what he's doing. That's why he's got no hair, because there's not enough space in there with that big ass brain that he's got. But yeah, it was I don't think we played particularly well, in my opinion, on the ball. I know we just sort of let City have it, but also when we had it, we weren't great. But we were just potent, Salah did his thing. Szoboszlai had a decent enough game, I'm not.
He had a great game. I thought Szoboszlai had an excellent game. He covered he covered every blade of grass on that pitch. He was like outstanding yesterday.
He had a good game. I wasn't his biggest advocate, but
he's very hard to impress, by the way, when it comes to football.
You don't like nobody.
Yeah. No, fair enough.
I like people. Suarez.
That's like 10 years ago.
Salah and run.
Yeah.
My Egyptian king.
Is he gonna get the Salah winning the Ballon d'Or?
Yes. No.
At this rate, yeah. If he wins trophies, then he's looking like it, bro.
We're doing a treble.
This season is like
League Cup, Champions League, Premier League.
Treble. What? He's got what? I think 40 goals and assists.
42.
42 goals and assists in the Prem this season.
Ridiculous, yeah.
Already, and the Prem's still technically far from over, bro. This season is ridiculous. Can't lie.
First player to register 2 40+ goal and assist seasons in the Prem.
Really?
First season.
What, as in consecutive or just in general?
No, just in general. First season and then now this one.
Okay, that's phenomenal.
Smashing it.
I don't think they'll win the Champions.
We do win the Champions League. No one's going to beat us.
I reckon which is going.
Nah.
See what Mbappe done the other day.
Who have you got in the next game?
PSG. PSG.
That's a tough game.
They look good as well.
That's a tough game.
Mbappe's balling over there as well.
Yeah, but he ain't.
No, do you know what? That'll be a really good game to watch.
Yeah.
Really good
When
game
you're not
to
playing
watch.
them next week, innit?
Yeah.
Next week, Wednesday or Tuesday.
We'll smash them.
Who reckons they're in the Champions League?
Bro, I literally never say it. I'd never say it because I can't like Champions League is just so unpredictable. I could just be like, oh yeah, it's Real Madrid, which most of the time it is, but like I actually don't know. You actually just don't know, bro. Liverpool. You have to just wait and see. For me, I don't even try to think of who wins. I just like watching Champions League football. I mean, my team's only really just only got used to it, so I've just been used to watching.
But yeah, you guys ain't gonna win it. Exclude Arsenal. That ain't happening.
We've got Real Madrid if we get through PSV.
Well, or Atletico. I actually think Atletico are one of the only teams that can beat Real Madrid.
What?
One of the only teams that can beat Real Madrid.
Who do you think can beat? I think it's
Champions
Liverpool,
League,
really.
Then we have to play Real Madrid. No, man. I can't. Kivio versus Mbappe. Oh, my God.
Pep's lost 10 games against Liverpool. That's the most he's lost against any other team.
Yeah,
Liverpool.
He's
that's you lot are his.
That's because Daddy Klopp was out here running the show, weren't he? Though beforehand, because that's who Pep's lost the most games to, as like manager wise, anyway.
What was you gonna say? You was going off in the group, man, about Trent getting dribble past.
Oh, here we go. Yeah,
Trent. Now you can talk about Trent.
I'm gonna check out for a second.
But listen. Right, so let me hit with a stat. Right.
Oh my God.
Trent Alexander-Arnold got dribbled past more times in yesterday's game than Aaron Wan-Bissaka has in the last 3 seasons.
And what did they do?
That is.
And what did they do with
because
it, Frank?
It was Doku,
what?
Because he's
what did he do?
His final
Nothing.
Goal. Konate was fighting for his life yesterday, bro. Did you see the amount of interception blocks that he made?
He was fine.
Yes, he was.
Go on Twitter and watch the compilation that I watched it before I came in and listened. There was a compilation of Doku every time he had the ball. It was like the whole game of Doku dribbling and whatever. And you're like, oh, Konate saved Trent. He saved him.
But he did.
If it wasn't for Konate and Van Dijk, Trent wouldn't have played football ever again.
No. Konate made like two clearances. That was it. in this whole compilation. Other than that, it was Doku being shit. And even he said it after the game in an interview.
Yeah, he did.
He said, what is the point in dribbling past someone if you're not going to
But
have
you're
an
lucky
end
that
product?
It was him. You're lucky it was him and he couldn't do anything with the ball in the final third.
Why
You're
are we lucky?
Because he
Why
could
are we
have
lucky?
on another day that falls to an. If Haaland's
On another day,
playing,
he probably ain't
if
getting
Haaland's
dribbled
playing-
past 11 times. Haaland ain't dribbling past Trent
no,
11
No,
times.
that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if Haaland's playing and he's in the area and Doku can pick him out, at least one or two of those are back in the net, most likely.
Doku was passing to Liverpool
And
players. That's
yeah,
what
I
he
know.
was doing.
That's what I'm saying to you. He was awful yesterday. Doku is his end product, but he still managed to dribble past Trent.
So
11
congratulations for
times.
Doku for getting the dribble past Trent trophy this year. Well done.
No, but do you know what? Honestly, like I know that Van Dijk and Konate must be sick and tired of Trent's defending. They must be absolutely
Why?
sick to death.
Why?
And do you know
That
what?
bad. It hasn't been that bad.
Yeah,
Mate,
he hasn't.
You
He
can't
hasn't.
say he hasn't been that bad. He got
Not
dribbled
this
past 11
season.
times.
11 times and we won 2-0. 2-0.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about the overall game. I'm talking about Trent's
Talk about
defensive
your centre back that
performance.
couldn't head a ball out for 5 attempts yesterday, Saturday.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'll
Exactly.
Take that, no problem.
Yeah,
I agree.
you
that
should.
was poor.
You should take that.
But I want you to.
You should take that.
I want you to own that Trent was awful defending.
You like
yesterday.
taking that.
Whoa.
Right, let's move on.
but why?
Why?
Every lava, everything.
I've lost my train of thought with this whole Trent thing. But no, look, you're also Doku's acceleration is ridiculous, right? His agility for someone that can be able to turn that quick from standing still. He's like one of the best players I've ever seen at that. To be honest, like the way he has that little drag back. Have you seen him where like he'll just be standing ball and foot and how quick he turns is very, very impressive. Trent is not that good of like an athletic person. He's not
In terms of acceleration,
acceleration, agility. So like you're trying to cook him for losing a stop-start race when Doku's changing direction, stopping the ball, and then kicking the ball past him and running. Of course he's going to beat Trent. But if you actually look at it, it's not like Trent's getting skinned. It's not like he's body fainting one way and then Trent's falling on the floor, putting in a stupid tackle and not getting the ball.
He did fall on the floor one of the times. Do you know what?
One
Do you know
time,
what?
but it wasn't
Can
11,
I
was
just
it?
point out one
It
of
was
the
just
moments, and I know
runs,
someone's
sprint
seen
run.
this. I know someone's seen this. There was a moment when Salah's back there defending, and Doku skips past Trent, and then he stands up Salah, and he tries to go past Salah, and Salah tackles him. I'm thinking even Salah can tackle him, and Trent's getting done easily.
Do you know what it is as well? It stands out. Obviously, it's a lot of time to get triple pass in the game, but because it's Trent and everybody magnifies his defending, it makes it even worse when happens to
Because
him.
when he has good games, you guys ain't going, oh, Trent made this many tackles. Trent was so good defensively. Nah,
Because that never doesn't.
you're over here.
hardly ever happens. bro.
Well,
I
it
don't
does
see
happen, but you're over here watching it like this. No, I don't like Trent doing stuff like that. Hater.
What's going on with City, man? What's your take on City this season, anyway, man?
It's crazy, bro. The downfall. Richarlison, man. Thank you. But, but nah, I can't lie. It's crazy what he's been doing. Like
The Bible quote.
It's, Nah, it's so mad to see a team that was like so like unbreakable, unstoppable, just like crumbled like this. It's actually crazy. Like without Rodri, like what I think the stats said that obviously they were unbeaten in like 36 games in the Prem. And then like since they haven't had Rodri, they've lost like 11
They
games out of
capitulated,
18
yeah.
or something.
It's
It's
crazy.
crazy.
This one guy, for real. It's Rodri that.
Well, there's a reason why he's a Ballon d'Or winner, mate.
No, but
It's a mixture though, isn't it?
come on, man.
Because you've got
It's a
Rodri,
mix.
you've got the downfall of like Edison's never really been a top keeper. He's had a bit of an off season.
Stone's been injured a lot.
Stone's been injured. De Bruyne's legs are made out of
But
biscuits
De
now.
Bruyne's hardly ever done.
Even Ruben Diaz is. I think he's been in and out of the team a lot. He's had a lot of
he's
injuries
just,
this
he's just come
season.
back from injury, hasn't he? Like,
Yeah.
the
No,
last
but do you
few
think
games.
Rodri's that? Because even when
Yes.
was it a red card he had last season and he was out for like
3 games.
3 games
They lost all 3.
and they
of them.
lost all 3 of those games as well. So
I think Rodri's just that pivotal. Can't lie.
serious, it's
That
mad,
pivotal.
you know.
But he's the glue, isn't he? He's everything. Because remember one thing, he wasn't just obviously the link-up play. Everything went through him. He's always in space. But on top of that, he come up with the odd goal. How many Champions League winner?
Not the odd goal, yeah.
Yeah,
You're getting
you know what I mean. You come up
important
clutch with him a
goals.
couple of times, a bit like Gundogan the season before.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like these players, they're important. And obviously Gundogan's not come back anywhere near the same level.
I
So
think that's
it's,
been one of the worst comebacks.
yeah, it
That's
was. Yeah,
crazy.
it was.
Yeah, but he's old. This once again, like he's another one too old. Silva too old. Downfall's been crazy.
Not sorry to cut. Nobody thought that when he was coming back. Everybody's like, oh,
Yeah.
here we go
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, but you never.
Thought he was going to turn up. He's a baller for
but
City as well. He used to score a lot of crucial goals for City.
He
as
did.
well.
Yeah.
But you never know when your legs are gonna go.
Mm.
Like that's what happens when players start to get into their 30s. Like,
Yeah.
one day you wake up and you just don't have that physical ability anymore.
And it's almost like he took a
It's like-
sabbatical in
It's like
Barcelona.
Space Jam. Literally, it's like Space Jam.
What's that?
Like they all touch the ball, and they
Oh,
all the basketball
yeah, they
lose all
lose
their
their
ability.
powers, innit? Yeah,
It's
yeah,
literally
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. Like Kevin De Bruyne used to be known for being this box to box engine, right? Obviously, he's got his technical ability. Now the guy can't run to save his life. Bernardo Silva.
And Pep doesn't play him a lot. Have you noticed?
Yeah,
You
because
don't play him
he
as
doesn't
much.
have the legs.
you
He
don't have
came
the legs,
off.
yeah.
He came off. Bernardo Silva used to be engine, that little yappy dog that you just hate, technically sound. Now every time you watch him, he looks like he wants to be dragged off the pitch and just cuddled by someone because he's struggling that much.
Is this the end of City then?
Nah,
Is
they'll
this the
come
end?
back.
I reckon, nah, they'll be back.
I mean, it depends. They need to get their transfer business. I mean, Marmoush looks really good, but I'll be honest with you, Kusanov looks. I mean,
He had a good, he had an alright game.
yeah, he done okay. We don't know how good he's going to be. And then they've got who's the other? Is it Nico Gonzalez in
Yeah.
midfield? I don't know much about him, so it depends how good those play. But they need to go again in the summer because 3 or 4 players are going to leave City.
Bruyne's gone.
Yeah, I think there's gonna be a serious revamp.
This is what I mean, and it depends how good they all turn out.
Well, they might be able to pinch a couple players from League One because that's where they'll be.
When is their case as well?
It's
What's
done.
going on?
They've got the verdict, haven't they?
It's March, isn't it?
No,
It's going to be announced next
yeah,
month.
it's done, but yeah, it's gonna
Yeah.
be announced, and then they can still whoever
They can appeal it. Yeah.
us or the
If-
fucking
yeah.
Prem.
Yeah.
And let's talk on your next games. You lot got Newcastle at home on Tuesday or Wednesday you play.
When they we play.
And then PSG away, which we spoke about. Southampton at home. PSG's your hardest game. You should beat Newcastle. That's quite a hard game as well.
What's your record like against Newcastle in general?
I think it was they beat
Mixed.
them.
Yeah,
It
we
was
mostly-
3-3, wasn't it, at St James's?
Yeah, but that was Kelleher sort of left that cross at the end, didn't he?
Yeah.
Thought he was going out and he got headed in. Big mistake from him. But no, we normally do alright against Newcastle. They just make it tough. It's not like a bogey team where you worry about them, but they do give you enough of a game. But I think at home we'll beat them.
Look, they could possibly go 14 points clear. If we lose on Wednesday,
I don't think you lot are beating Forest on
I
Wednesday.
don't think
Yeah,
we
I don't
are
think you
either.
do either.
They could possibly go 14 points clear.
Well, at what point do Liverpool
February.
have to win the league, wrap it up as quickly as they can, be like 16, 17, 18 points clear with like 8 games left, and then just start resting players, for maybe like
For
Champions League?
But
Yeah,
I
League
thought
Cup.
about this. I thought about this earlier, but then I don't think that would be good because then
You lose momentum.
and you might get rusty. So I don't know, man. I don't want us to like keep it tight. I do think we'll wrap it up in the next few games because Arsenal need us to lose 4 out of 11. We lost 5 out of our last 76 games,
Wow.
which is fucking ridiculous.
Look, they've got
We lost 5 out of
Newcastle.
our last like 10 or something.
You've got Newcastle should win. That's at home at Anfield. Southampton in the Prem should spank them as well.
Yeah, that'll be a win.
And we're in problems, man. It's looking peak. Speaking of Newcastle, you lot watch that game? That was a bang.
Great game. Excellent game.
Catch the game. Forest Newcastle. Forest.
No, I don't watch it, but
You
I
catch
watched
it?
some. I watched some of the highlights. Yeah.
Big game, man. Forest went 1-0 up. And then Newcastle just said, "Fuck this." I forgot I could swear. Fuck this. And they just spanked them 4-0 in the first half. I think they scored like
4-1.
4 goals in was it 15 minutes or something?
Yeah,
But to be fair,
something like that,
the penalty was a bit sort of dodgy. As in
The way he
scoring
took
the
it.
penalty, yeah, the way he took it,
Yeah,
and
it
the
was a bit
second goal was a
funky,
deflection.
man.
as
I
well,
like the
yeah.
way he took it.
He tried to Panenka, didn't he? And the keeper almost read it.
He done
sort
it
of just-
fast though.
Yeah.
It's meant to be smooth
Yeah.
and like slow.
It was kind of just like a really weird pen. Like
was
it
weird.
was just weird. I think
It
it just
was.
really caught the keeper off guard because he's
Yeah.
like, "What the hell's
Yeah,
going
because
on?"
he like got a hand to it and then fell back into the net. I watched it. I was like, "Was that good?" No.
Yeah.
Bro, I love Isak's celebration. You know when he just point. That is such a fire. Oh, he's like, "Here, man,
that
like,
guy.
bro."
Newcastle though, they look good though, man. this
Yeah, but
season.
Second half, though,
second
they were
half,
awful.
yeah,
They
they
were
were
awful.
Forest were. You know what? I gotta say, man, Nuno. I agree with how vexed he was at full time because when was the last time you saw a Premier League game with just 3 minutes injury time at the end of the game?
Yeah.
Couldn't tell you. 3 minutes in injury time in a game with like, okay, I know we were talking about the second half, but it was 2 goals and there was what 4 or 5 subs made, plus a minute here, there. You know what I mean? Goal kicks, free kicks, all that kind of stuff. 3 minutes injury time, and I think another couple of minutes. I think.
Yeah, but they
Newcastle's got bread, my brother.
They don't
Money
really
talks.
add that on.
Hey, action time. 2 minutes.
They only really add on. They only really add on time for like injuries and then the VAR checks. So like goal celebrations, they don't really.
Nah, it's
Which you
normally
do-
at least
which
4 or
you-
5 minutes.
which you
though.
do 4 minutes.
It's normally
but
about
they
4 or
don't.
5 minutes.
That's
yeah.
not, no, they don't.
Just
know.
the
They don't.
bare minutes.
We had 2 minutes against City or
Yeah,
3 minutes.
Listen, all right. Game was dead. Game flowed in that game, and there was like nothing much to it. In this game, there was a lot happening, man. Like with the goals and.
Yeah, but you're not just gonna add it time on. Just
normally
let's add 5 minutes on because it looks like if we give them that, there's a chance for a fourth goal. That's not how that should work.
Man. I was just shocked when I saw 3 minutes, and I know he kicked off. Because he was celebrating the goal, and then they turned around and put 3 minutes, and he went mad at the fourth official.
Apart from the goals, what really happened? There wasn't really any injuries in the second half. There wasn't a lot of stoppages.
How many subs were made? I haven't checked. 4 or 5 at least. It's got to be. There always is in the second half.
Since last year, I liked when they did last year when they actually added on the correct allotted time, and we were getting like 10 minutes of added time, 7 minutes or whatever. I don't like how they've gone back to this after one season of it, because the ball does stay out of play for a fucking long time.
It does.
So we should be adding that time on.
So do you not think we should do because Arsene Wenger proposed this, where you reduce the game time to like 60 minutes and you just stop the clock? Every time the ball's out of play, you stop the clock until it comes back in. So there's no time wasting that way. You cannot waste time.
60 minutes.
Yeah.
The whole game.
Yeah.
So 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Because but the average time that
the ball's in play
is like 56 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, anyway.
Yeah. That's why they came up with a number of 60 minutes, because like Tony
and then
said,
it might be a bit more intense as well.
Yeah. But then,
I don't mind that idea.
You'd still get players taking their sweet time with throw-ins and not throwing the ball. But then it doesn't mean anything, because they're just taking a minute to rest.
60-minute match.
Imagine buzzer beater shots as well, like 1 second left, and then just banging it 30 yards top corner, and then you hear.
That's some basketball, isn't it?
Wait, that would be cold though. I don't know.
Newcastle, they've won 13 out their last 16 games in all competition.
Great record.
My boy,
it's like
Jay Murphs.
Goal again.
Another goal again.
And your
Frank
boy was
owes me
on the bench.
money.
I'm so
Every week he scores. Every time we do an episode, he's
You
got
need
a
to
goal
make
assist.
cuts. You might
Might
have to
as well
make
pay
some
me now.
cuts.
Just pay me now.
Nah, hold time, bro. Hold time. Times are hard at the moment, man.
Get out of there, man.
Yeah, for everyone in Carrington.
Trust
He can
me,
offer you some fruit. That's
Oh my god. Forest are the 6th side to go 1-0 up, but then trail by 3 goals in the first half.
In the Premier League history.
Yeah, 16 to do that. I think so that's crazy, man. They was doing so well this season as well.
they still are.
They've started leaking goals though. They've actually started leaking goals.
I think they're crumbling now.
What did I say a few weeks ago? I said it. I said they ain't going to maintain it. I think the way Chelsea have dropped off, they probably do still get top 4.
Forest.
Yeah.
It's top.
They're third,
it's looking more and more like it's going to be top 5.
Are they third? They're third.
They're still third, yeah. But if they beat Arsenal, which I genuinely feel like, because it's a big game, they'll be well up for it.
They're gonna be
if they beat you lot, they'll be what? 3 points behind?
Yeah, I think. Who's your top 4 this season? Who do you reckon will be top 4?
I think it'll be Liverpool first, Arsenal, I think Forest, and Man City. I think Chelsea drop off and potentially go down to 5th, maybe. And City, creep up.
Good shot. What about you? How the season is at now? We ain't really spoken about it.
Arsenal, Forest, and City probably, I think, do end up getting it. Yeah, I think that's probably right.
I'll see you get 4th, you're saying.
Yeah, because the drop off from Chelsea is just crazy. I mean, we'll probably end up getting onto them. I don't think Bournemouth pick up enough points to be able to slip in there. So, if anything, it's Forest to lose the top 4.
Yeah.
Well, there's 5 points from 4th to 10th.
5
5 points separating 4th to 10th. Yeah.
Where's Villa?
Villa are only 2 points off top 4.
What, are they 7th?
They're 8th. Chelsea are 7th. Brighton are 9th. Brighton have hit some form recently as well.
Villa can creep as well.
Who's 6th? Who's 6th? City,
6th are Bournemouth.
Bournemouth, they're good as well. It's close.
Bournemouth needs to get some players right now.
I
feel like it's catching up with them.
For sure.
Speaking about Villa, they won again as well. It was 1-0 down in the first half. Come back. Your boy, Maloney, 2 assists. Asensio got another. He got. Did he come off the bench as well?
He scored both of them.
No,
Asensio
started,
scored
didn't
both
he?
of them.
Yeah,
I think Asensio started. Rashford came off the bench.
Rashford off the bench.
But he made 2 goals. Yeah, excellent. What did you think? Did you watch the game?
Yeah, I watched a bit of it. I felt like it was a very good game. Like I said, Rashford's I think really making a difference there. He feels confident. He feels like he's been backed. So I feel like because of the pressure of how big the expectations are at Man United, I feel like that's definitely off his shoulders. You can tell he's playing with a lot more confidence,
A lot more freedom.
and yeah, man.
More energy to run because they get lunches over here. So
Come on, it's not.
Do you know what? I could see him thinking about something to say.
What you say? Was it just the energy levels are down over there? Then
Yeah, man.
yeah, well, pasta's I think got more carbs in it per gram than bread or something like that. So
no energy drinks and carrot as well.
salt
Looking
water.
good though, man.
Yeah,
How many?
right, yeah,
What's that? Is it? How many assists has he got? Three. now?
I think three assists.
Three
Yeah,
in
yeah.
2 games.
And I feel like if he gets his first goal, he's gonna just.
He's on the elevator.
Yeah.
He's looking good.
But I'm happy for it. I want him to do well. I've said this when he first moved. I really want Rashford to do well for many reasons. But
This is typical Rashford as well, though. Like if he does have a good spell from here to the summer or to the end of the season, plays well, they buy him. I'm not looking at this. I'm looking at next season.
yeah, I agree.
I want to see what you do next season because I've seen this gimmick at United.
Yeah, that's true.
Season,
I fully
season
agree.
on, season off,
Right.
season on, season off. It ain't fooling me, bro.
Yeah, and not just that. I feel like at the moment he's fighting for a contract. Even at United, when I think his contract was running down. He had a few offers, but he wanted to stay at United. He wanted to get a big contract at United. He got his contract, and then his form dipped. So I'm not saying that's intentional, by the way. It might just be subconscious. I don't know. We don't know what it is, but I completely agree with what Tone said. I feel like next season is when we, depending on where he goes next season, he gets a permanent contract somewhere. That's when we can start
Is he
gauging it.
definitely going?
I mean, is there a way back from at United? I doubt
probably
it.
not.
I doubt it.
Because he might be trying to prove himself to go back. You don't know. Amorim might say, look, go on loan, prove yourself.
Could be.
He's a Man United boy at heart.
Yeah.
He might just want to be a legend at Man United. You know, that could be his dream to be a legend.
I just feel like things
And
have
I
just
feel
gone
like
too
That's
far.
past. Though,
Yeah, I feel like we're way past that stage. I think it's because of his obviously what Amorim said about him as well in the media and dropping him and all that kind of stuff. I feel like it's gone way past that stage. And I'm not being funny. If you're Marcus Rashford and he starts doing well at Villa, and the fans are behind him, and because the Villa fans have already started backing him on socials. And
Why would
everything.
you go back?
Why would you go back? Exactly for your own sort of mental health, well-being and mental health.
And he loves his.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's your dream club. That's maybe why.
Oh, that's what he does, doesn't he? He closes his eyes.
Villa have won 18 points from losing positions in the Premier League this season, so they're good at coming back this season. They've won 3 matches in the Prem in the first half, where they've trailed as well. So
Shows
all 3
character.
matches.
Yeah.
That's
It's an Emery team.
determination.
Yeah, but that wasn't really them, was it? That was match fixing going on by the goalkeeper. If we're going to be honest about it,
What the Chelsea keeper?
yeah. If we're going to be honest,
that was a terrible error.
there needs to be investigating in the Chelsea goalkeepers this season because they're leaking a lot of goals on purpose.
Do you know what? One of my shout out to Heathrow boys, man. One of the guys in the group chat turned around and said, "If that was Sanchez, he would have saved it." And then someone else put, then kicked it straight back to the opposition.
You're not wrong. Cole Palmer as well. Like, are we going to talk about him? That chance that he should have passed it. Like, he should have passed it.
When he was 1-on-1?
Yeah.
No,
He slipped when he slipped.
No, he checked. But he checked back.
When he checked back,
It was
But he
through-
should have hit it first time.
It was through, but he could have just. This is the difference between a good player and a great player, and this is why. And he is greedy. This is why I didn't like Salah all that much when he was first with us. Cole Palmer's 1-on-1. You're drawing 1-1. You can go 2-1 up to win the game, right? Unselfish player. Odegaard probably passes that.
Odegaard always passes.
Bruno Fernandes
Passes too much.
probably realistically.
Shoots.
No, no.
He tries
I
to
don't
think
know.
over
No,
the
to be
keeper.
fair,
Nah, I
sometimes
think Bruno passes
Yeah.
that. Bruno would do that with
Bruno
the outside of
passed.
his
Who was
foot.
over there? There was a man to his left there.
Yeah, it's Nkunku.
Yeah.
And he's
Bruno
onside.
would have passed.
Bruno would have passed that.
Yeah.
Cole Palmer being greedy, check back, which puts you in a worse position,
Yeah, it does.
then takes a shot, touch, then shoots and he gets saved. You end up losing the game. This is stuff Salah used to do against when he had like Mane and they were fighting for AFCON. It was, being greedy. I don't like that.
Why are the pundits talking about Cole Palmer's form? He's been terrible.
Because he's not playing for Man
You
United.
know what it is? It just Foden and Palmer. They just slip under the radar. Nothing gets spoken about them. Nobody says they're playing terrible. When it's Rashford, media. When it's Sancho, media. Even Saka, I think when Saka's not doing too good, you hear about it. And Palmer's been dog shit.
Poster boys, isn't there?
Yeah,
Poster boys.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I feel like they need to be called out because when they're
100%.
doing well, they're getting all the praise and everything, and rightly so, absolutely, including us. But when they're playing poorly, you need to call them out. You need to say, listen, you need to up your game.
I think they get over called out as well. That's the thing.
What for the positives, you mean?
Yeah, they get over. Even you listen to like the commentators on the match, if like Foden does a shot, it's like, oh my god, Foden's the world's greatest. It's like, what the fuck, man? What do you think about Palmer on here? What's your take on Palmer?
Room temperature Palmer, bro. No. All jokes aside. Yeah, man. But nah, he just hasn't really been himself recently. Which, I mean, kind of happens. I mean, he was really consistent throughout, and then I don't know, his form's just kind of dipped. Hopefully we see him come back slightly because he's a good player to watch, and I do like him. I think he's
maybe this is his level.
I think he's a good player. Do I think he's world class? Not yet. I think we've realised that now because he couldn't really keep up.
But this is what I was saying last season. It's what I was saying last season. I was like, it's all good and well praising it. Anyone can have a great season, but can he do it 2-3 years in a row? That's when you really.
Who's done that?
Cole Palmer.
No, who has done it 2-3 seasons?
Bruno Fernandes.
No.
Grow up.
Saka.
Salah.
Yeah.
Bellingham.
This is why they need to stop comparing these little idiots to Saka because he is the GOAT. When it comes to the youth, he's the GOAT.
How old is Saka now?
GOAT is crazy.
Out of the youth.
How's Saka 20? No, he's 23 and he's 22.
23.
It's crazy when you realise how young these players are. Like,
man.
bro, Bellingham is still 21.
He's my age.
21.
He's my age, mate.
Anytime I hear that name,
he looks like he's about 27, man.
Yeah, but he plays like he's 30.
He's 21.
He's been around since he was 17. That's what I mean. It's crazy. Every time I hear Bellingham, I think, damn, that guy's getting on. 28.
Old. He's 21 and he's bossing it like that.
Yeah, he's
man.
world class.
That could be Palmer though. You never know. I'm like you. I never jumped on the Palmer bandwagon last year when everyone was glazing him out here.
That's a mad one, bro.
Yeah, that's what they were doing.
Watching Pornhub. Glazing. That sounds mad.
Everyone was. They're out here glazing.
Glazing.
They're talking about Palmer's the best in the league. Palmer's is.
What you're searching, bro. Glazing him.
They were.
All right. No, but to be fair, listen. Last season he was quality, like unbelievable. Even the first half of this season, he scored a hat trick.
Palmer, yeah.
But I think since Christmas onwards, he's been really, really poor.
All right, cool.
Since 2025.
Gonna jump into some questions for Little JR. Right. Boom. Obviously, you say you support Arsenal, so I'm gonna ask you that. So, modelling. How did you get into modelling, and how did that come about, man?
Yeah, it's an interesting story. So one time, it was when I was 15. It was about November time.
Yeah.
We're getting ready to go to this party, but my friend wants to get some shoes just before. And I live in a small town. So in order to get these shoes, we had to go to the city centre, and that was a bus, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not going to lie, I didn't grow up the wealthiest. Like, I didn't really, have many opportunities. Thank God for that now. Nah, for sure. But, so, to go shopping, with my friends was like kind of thingy, because then I would have to ask for money, and you know how that is with African parents. So it's dodgy, at least. So then I was like, yo, can I go to the shops with my friends? And they were like, maybe. And I was asking, I was begging at this point. I was like, please, like, can I go? And they were like, yeah, go. So cool. I went 20 sheet. I was happy, I was on the bus just talking to my friends. I was like, yeah, I got a 20 sheet, man. I'll get a shirt from like Zara or Ruben Amorim, something like that. You know what I mean? For the party. So then I'm just in, I think it was Office or JD. Yeah. He's just looking at shoes and stuff. I get approached by 2 women, right? And they're like, hey, do you speak English? And I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, like, what, do you need me to translate? Which, now I look at it, it's so dumb to say, because what am I translating? Like, it's crazy. So, they're like, no. We approached you because, we looked at you, we think that you're a good-looking boy, and I think you have a lot of potential to become a model. I said, oh, that's nice. Okay. That's nice. So I was like, obviously I was a bit wary because, you hear about scams and stuff and people like that. So I was like, can you explain a bit more? Because, I just want to make sure. So, they showed their Instagram, they had like 100K. And I was like, okay. So I was like, okay, yeah, this is legit, damn. So it was nice. And they were like, yeah, I think you just got a lot of potential. They were asking for my height. They were taking pictures of me, like just on my face, just to, I guess, talk to the higher ups.
Okay.
Because they were just scouting. And then eventually go to their offices. I needed to wait till I was 16 to sign with them.
So this was
15.
Yeah. So
was you doing the TikTok stuff at this time? Oh, so you were doing the modeling before the TikTok stuff.
Yeah, did the modeling before that.
Crazy.
And then after eventually signed. Didn't get work for a while. And then the first paid job that I did was Dior.
Wow. Dior. So you went from Bam to Dior. Like one of the biggest brands in the world.
Yeah.
Crazy. Man. What was it like working with Dior? Like, what was it?
It was insane.
Coming from where you're coming from as well, like to go
like a new world, isn't it?
Yeah, like what was it like? Like
it was a crazy experience. It was a crazy experience. Like, I mean, I was the youngest there. Like everyone else was like 18, 19, even like the other models, but I was the only like 16-year-old, like new to it. And yeah, it was just a surreal experience, you know, actually taking it in, being like, this could actually be like, you know, this is a starter sign. It was honestly amazing.
So you done like catwalk and
yeah, I've done fashion shows, stuff like that, in Paris and stuff. It's been super sick to actually have that as a life experience.
Who did you meet like behind the scenes at like the Paris fashion? Who was there? Was any celebrities there?
Yeah, there's quite a lot of celebrities when it comes to like, bro, I remember I was walking out the show because you know, I was meeting some of the guests that, you know, watched the show. Like Unknown T was there at a point, so I, you know, said hi to him. I've also met Heady One. Kodak Black was at one of my shows at one point.
Kodak.
Yeah, Kodak. Also met Roddy Rich as well. AJ Tracy. Yeah, you meet quite a few people. But then I remember one time, I was just walking out, and suddenly I just hear bare paparazzi, and this was a point where I was starting to gain followers. So I was like, surely not. I was like, surely not. I looked behind me, bro. It's just Usher. I'm just Usher. I was like, nah, that makes sense. I was like,
I thought there was something new. I'm in the jail.
Yeah, no.
Can I get a picture?
So what did you say to him? Usher, they're here for me, mate. Just take a step back.
Just take a step back, maybe. Linda Barry.
You get a picture of me later, mate.
Yeah. But no, it was just funny, man. And like the after parties, they're quite cool. They're quite chill and like, it's definitely a different perspective that you see for sure about the world.
Who was like one of the cool celebrities that you met? Who was like on a level?
On a level?
Who was cool? Yeah, who was like the coolest one there? Would you say?
Definitely AJ. AJ came up to me. He was like, I've seen your thing, and like, I rate what you did.
That's
I was
nice,
like, I really appreciate that because I was a big fan of AJ as well. Like, I used to listen to albums as well. Know about country stuff. Yeah, I know about a little AG bangers, so I was very happy about it. Man.
It was sick. So you've looked like randomly. That's kind of like my experience. Just I was working and I bumped into Simon Scripps. So similar to your thing, like literally from
when it's your time, innit?
Yeah, man.
That's good, man.
Nothing to something.
So can I ask you a question? What your family? I take it, been really supportive of this as well.
Yeah, that happened.
Yeah. That's good, man. It's good because I always find that's important, and I feel like a lot of families, you know, if you're chasing a career that's like, what you want to call it, saturated, or you want to call it quite niche, but they always want people to go in education, don't they?
Oh, 100%.
You know what I mean?
My mom was definitely like, you must go to university. Yeah, they were like, university, like, for sure. But I was just like, especially after I started doing content around 2021, like, that was like the second lockdown. I remember, it was after the second lockdown, I decided to take content seriously, and I went from obviously just starting, and then by the time schools started opening up, I was like on a mill. So I went from, I remember when my most viral video happened, it was like the craziest week because I started going super viral. Like I was on 100K, and then in a week I went from 100K to 700K.
In a week? What's that on Insta or TikTok?
On TikTok, yeah. And Insta was doing well as well.
The model looks, that's what it was.
How many views did the video get? The viral video?
Video, I think now is on 34 million.
34 million?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Get
one of them.
100%.
What did that feel like? What was your first, like, going viral? And obviously you've done the modeling, so you've been in that atmosphere with...
I guess, yeah, in some ways. But it was mad because a lot of people were just coming up to me more in school. Like, they were like, yeah, because...
Tie my shoes, bitch. You know that? He's a man.
Nah, we always got to stay humble. But yeah, nah, it was just mad because I had like little kids be like, "Oh my gosh, like you're little JR." I was like, "First, this kind of it was just kind of surreal to me, to be honest. Like actually knowing there's people that actually like seriously like, actually watch your content, and I feel like with fans, especially fan culture, I appreciate it so much because you gotta realize like these are the people that give you the platform. These are the people 100. That are potentially putting food in your plate. So it's just like, you know, you gotta give them the time of day, especially 100%. When they're giving their time of day to watch you. So
definitely, man.
Completely agree.
So the TikTok content, you got nominated for Creator of the Year award.
Yeah.
That's wicked.
So how was that? How did that come about? And
that was crazy because I just got like a email from a manager and he was just like, "Yo, like you've been nominated for a TikTok Sports Creator of the Year." I knew before like even the voting and stuff came out. Yeah. And like it was insane to me because I was like, wow, like to actually, it was the first year of it, and to get nominated in sports, I mean, my videos, they're kind of unique and stuff. So for that to be recognized and actually be nominated for an award from the app that I literally started on is surreal, honestly. Super surreal.
That's great feeling. Guys, you can nominate me, you know. Content creator. Sick. I also saw you play them with Gilberto Silva and Jens Lehmann.
Yeah.
No way.
He's bagged the goal. He bagged
and you're
the
asking
goal
if earlier, you're like, do you know Jens Lehmann? He's like, well, yeah, I've played with him.
He bagged the goal. So how did that come about? Like, what was that? What game was that in?
So it was Strive Aid. Well, Strive Aid. Done by, I don't know if you know the app Striver.
No.
So it's like an abuse-free social media, which is pretty cool. I quite like what they do, and they invited me to do a charity match. They were like, "Oh, Roberto Carlos." I heard Roberto Carlos said yes.
Roberto Carlos is it?
Yeah, Roberto Carlos said. Roberto Silva, Ali Adair, Jens Lehmann. Yeah.
So who's still got it? Who's still got it?
Yeah.
There's got to be because there's always at least one of them. Still got it.
Jeremy's still got it.
Ali Adair.
Yeah. He's still got it.
Because I watched Seedorf in a charity show. Obviously, I'm not saying he was there, but I watched Seedorf in a charity. He's still like he could play at a good level. I'm not even joking. You know what I mean?
Nah, he still had it. And there was like a few other content creators that were really, really good. It was actually like a good level, like football.
How was that? You're an Arsenal fan playing against Gilberto Silva?
No, I play. Obviously, Gilberto was on my team.
Or playing with him? Or...
Yeah. Nah, it was surreal.
How'd that feel, man?
I mean, to play
with one of your boyhood heroes, like
it was insane to play with like an Arsenal invincible. Just so surreal to me. Wow, this is like. I actually had to like step back. I was like, whoa, like what is my life, bro? Like it's actually mad. It's actually mad to think about. And it's just I'm forever grateful for the opportunities that I get, man.
Crazy. From
here on out.
That's lovely. Goal. What was the goal? Obviously, we didn't see it. How did you score past him? What happened?
So, basically, like a big through ball gets played, and I'm in the middle because I came from the left wing into the middle. Striker goes out wide, and I'm like, John, like pass the ball because he had the ball for like a little bit, And I was like, no. I was like, wait, this could be the actual opportunity, because I wasn't getting locked up, but it was a tough game though. It was a tough game. And like, we went 1-0 down straight away to a Roberto Carlos free kick. I'm shocked.
That is. Do you know how wild that sentence is?
I know. It's so crazy. And then it was them 1-0, and then I assisted it to make it 2-1. So then I could have potentially made it 3-1. Get the ball played into me, drill pass like in between two players, and then just slot it past Jens Lehmann, and then do the
pass.
I know it's such a nut sentence to say.
Nicknames with me. He just said Jill pass. Like Jill, my man Jill just like played me the ball.
Do you know how mad that is? Like, that's what I mean. Coming from. Just everybody know you're coming from like a normal background, like
humble beginnings.
No rich family, no like hand downs. This is all. You say a blessing from.
Yeah, God, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
So.
No, but it's just funny. It was like, we went 1-0 down to a Roberto Carlos free kick. And, but genuinely, did he slap the free kick, or was it like was everyone shook in the wall?
It was like
because I would have been. I ain't getting in that wall.
You know what it was? It was a decently well-struck free kick, but the keeper could have done better. I can't lie. Keeper could have done better, but you know what I mean.
Was Lehmann in goal for it?
No.
He was against them.
No, I was playing against Lehmann, and then when I scored, I just was so happy. I did like.
What, did you do a celebration?
I did a knee slide, bro. Honestly, I think it's the cleanest knee slide I've ever done, and it was a perfect moment to do it, you know. So I was happy. And ended up watching it back, and yeah, man, everyone was just saying, yeah, the knee slide was cold. So I'll take it, man.
Quality.
I'll take it.
Have you got it on video?
Yeah.
You got to show us that.
Bro,
I just want to see the knee slide.
It was actually mad.
Have you played with any other pro players? Or?
Yeah, a few. I remember there was like this Adidas like Rick and Morty event, and like Jermaine Defoe was just there. I was like, rough. So I was just playing with Jermaine Defoe. There's quite a few other footballers, but I'm just trying to remember. Yeah, but I feel like the Roberto Carlos one was like,
that's the most memorable.
Yeah, that's most
legend. Defoe's a baller as well.
Yeah, of course. But Roberto Carlos is like the best fullback of all time, arguably.
No.
What, Trent's better, is he?
He wasn't really. He's like Trent. He wasn't really known for his defensive abilities, was he?
Right, let's move on, man.
Alright, cool. So, who's your favorite player growing up as a kid? Who's your favorite football player?
Oh, I mean, Ronaldo, man.
Ronaldo.
Cristiano.
Yeah.
Not the fat one. He's
feel
Portuguese.
I feel like one of the other players that I actually really enjoy.
What Ronaldo?
Cristiano.
Portuguese.
Yeah,
CR7.
Yeah.
Oh,
CR7. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, which other player?
Gerrard.
Nah, to be fair, baller, but I feel like one of my favorite Arsenal players, other than like obviously like you got your Henrys, you got Webb, but like Santi Cazorla, I really loved watching Santi Cazorla as well.
Yeah.
Such a baller. And then there's just a lot of players that I loved watching. You know what? Even though I'm an Arsenal fan, I can appreciate Heung-min Son so much. I actually really appreciate him as a player. I feel like he actually deserved a really big move, especially only signing to Spurs at what? He was only 23. Yeah, he was like 23 when he signed, and then I feel like during his prime, he definitely should have got.
There's always a few like that, though, isn't there? Like he could have taken a step. I always look at. I know De Bruyne's had such a big career at City, but I was looking at him. When was he, like 25 or whatever at City? And I was thinking, why have Madrid not gone in for him? For example, like
it would have cost too much. It would have cost too much.
Yeah, but they've got the money.
Yeah.
What age did you start watching football?
A very young age. My brother got me into it very, very quickly.
Your brother Arsenal fan as well?
No. I can't lie. He was just. My brother makes me laugh because he's just a fan of Ronaldo. But he was a fan of Ronaldo until we went Al Nassr, and then he's like, you know what, that's me done. I'm just a neutral now. But so I watched a lot of like Real Madrid growing up and other stuff like that. So
did you support any other team when you were younger? Or has it always been Arsenal?
Nah, it's kind of always been Arsenal. I'm not gonna lie. My brother supports Sporting, but I actually.
So how did that? Because that's a big like. Sporting and Benfica are rivals.
It's such a weird thing between me and my family because I'm gonna tell you right now, none of my parents support Sporting or Benfica. They support Porto, right?
Oh, that's crazy.
It's mad because you'd think, you take after your parents. We were like, nah, we're not doing that because we didn't like Porto. So then my brother and my sister support Sporting. I didn't like the color green when I was a kid, so I supported Benfica. It was actually that simple. Obviously, I love the color green now. Come on, man. But
blasphemy on this show.
I got a couple questions for you. If you could travel anywhere in the world for a football training camp, where would it be?
Not Carrington, clearly.
Not Carrington.
Stoke away on a Monday night. That's where you'd want to be.
So it's a training camp. If you could go anywhere to like train with a team, who would it be?
Train with a team. I feel like you just have to go Real Madrid. I mean, they're the best for the reason, man. And I feel like training there would be like a different level. Like I feel like you'd see a game like after 2 weeks, especially only 2 weeks, you'd see the game completely different. 100%.
Where would you go?
Where would you go?
Karen.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He'd go and he'd do labour afterwards for free.
Don't worry, Bruno. I'll
Where'd
watch
you go? You go Man United?
I've got to go Man United, and it's my club, innit? I'm there for the because it's I'd love to go Carrington.
You'd get kicked out on day one. Genuinely, like if you just being argumentative and talking shit about the stadium. Guys, we're Man United. Our roof's leaking piss.
What do you mean one grape per person? Like, what do you mean?
That's why Rashford can't fucking run.
Where would you go?
Obviously, I got to make my first appearance at Anfield. I'll be going to Liverpool.
Well, if you're in Anfield, you'd be alone, innit, you cunt? Because Anfield's closed. Where's everybody? The training ground.
I go to Liverpool's training ground. Go play with them.
Yeah. C-bombs, yeah?
Yeah,
it's fine. We'll just beep.
Yeah.
It's all right.
So you go to the Anfield.
Yeah, I go to Anfield.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah,
Cool.
I'll go somewhere when there's some nice weather, maybe. I don't know.
I'll go Barcelona.
Why?
Yeah.
Because they're just Barcelona,
Dead.
innit?
You could probably put. Nah, you're shit. You said he could ball out there, but he probably wouldn't. His first touch would go out for a goal
But
kick every
do you know
time.
what? If it weren't for United, I think the other place that I'd love to go would be Argentina, Boca Juniors.
Boca Juniors?
Yeah,
Where's that come
Boca
from?
Juniors. I've always had an affinity with Boca Juniors when I was a kid. Riquelme was one of my favourite players growing up.
That's pretty rough over there, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But
Yeah.
proper, La Bombonera.
You go to their training camp then to see it.
Yeah,
how it is.
I'd love to go
a
to
different
Boca
shout.
Juniors. Something
You'd be
different.
there in like a flak jacket with a riot shield.
Right, if what's the hidden talent you've got? That I don't know about.
I can apparently sing. Apparently. I don't back myself, but I can apparently sing.
Can we
On
get
the
some
bench
notes?
exclusive right
Give
now.
us on the bench exclusive.
Little JR sings.
Little Usher.
I don't know. What tune should I sing right now?
Sing an Usher
No,
song.
whatever song you like.
Yeah, who's your favorite?
Oh, we're getting an exclusive.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Right now.
Can you hit the
pressure.
high notes like Mariah or like
What?
Whitney? Yeah.
I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
I feel it was literally just because of karaoke. Like, literally, I sang Ed Sheeran,
What song?
Thinking Out Loud.
Right, give us a sample.
Is it? When your legs don't work like they used to before. And something honestly I need the lyrics to scream.
Baby, I
Will be loving you till
17.
I can't sing for shit.
People fall in love in mysterious ways. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, it's just some people said I could, some people said I can't. I don't know. So I'm saying that's my.
Where's the gold buzzer? I'm sending him through.
Appreciate it.
La voice.
All right, last one. If you could create a five-a-side dream team,
In different eras.
you could use anybody in the world at any era.
Or any era. It's tough.
We all can do one. Let's start with you.
All right. Okay. In goal, I'm going Casillas. Can't lie. But like Casillas was just, especially growing up as Portuguese and seeing Spain win everything. I feel like it was Casillas just pissed me off. Can't lie. Just unreal keeper, especially at that height. Just it's insane. And then centre back, I'd have to go with. Yeah, I feel like just Ramos. Ramos makes sense. Ramos just makes so much sense to
Get
me.
sent off by hair.
Hey man, it's
Be
fine,
down to
man.
4 men.
It's fine, man. And then I feel like you gotta have someone like Dino.
Ronnie.
Dino, 100%.
Yeah.
Gotta have Dino in the middle there somewhere. Have Ronaldo, and then I want to go with an interesting shout for striker. I want to go with. I feel like Zlatan, because I feel like Zlatan just had some.
Boss it, yeah.
You just boss it, and you know what? For a tall guy, he had a lot of skill,
Yeah,
a
he
lot of
did.
skill. So I
He
feel
did.
like, Zlatan could do a job.
Frank? This is on the spot, so you gotta think fast.
To be honest, I was actually going to say Casillas as well because it's five-a-side and I'm overthinking it and I want my low centre of gravity goalkeepers. So a Courtois or a Peter Cech would be too tall for that. So I'll go Casillas. Centre back, I'd have to go Rio Ferdinand just because he's decent on the ball, really good on the ball, and he can defend.
Blazing.
Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho you got to have as well because it's just Ronaldinho. And then I'd have Messi because he would just run the game for you. And then I'd have
both of them, Ronaldinho and Messi.
Yeah, I'd have both of them.
They won't pass it to each other.
I've got Rio Ferdinand in there, mate, and then I'd have Brazilian Ronaldo, and that's it.
I'm going to go next because I'm going to use a player that I was going to use. So I'm going to go next. I have Neuer in goal. Like Neuer. Big
Damn,
Paulie.
I was going to pick him.
Told you. Van Dijk. Solid. Play the ball. Oh, I said something crazy there. Play the ball well. I have to put Arsenal, man, and I'll go Santi Cazorla, my midfielder. And then I have Ronaldinho. You can't.
Yeah, I have to have Ronaldinho five-a-side, man.
And then I'm going to go with Thierry Henry.
Blazing.
That's my team.
Right. This is going to be controversial as fuck right now, and you would never
Wouldn't
expect
anything else, mate.
I'm going to go David De Gea in goal.
I was going to choose.
Saves with feet.
Fair enough, yeah. That's a good shout,
Yeah.
Marcelo.
Oh, that's a good shout.
Pirlo. Ronaldinho.
I don't. Is Pirlo effective in five side?
Yeah.
He's more of a long ball.
You just won't get the ball off him, innit? You just won't get the ball off him.
Pirlo's a long ball sprayer.
Modric would have been a good one, by the way.
But his goal on the weekend, by the way. Crazy.
Yeah,
Ronaldinho, and then striker, I don't know. I'm kind of like...
Lukaku.
No. He'd be scoring touchdowns. Yeah.
He put Nunes in
I'll get it. I'll get it.
Lukaku would be if I was going to pick like an NFL team. Nah, striker, fuck. I can't think.
Suarez. It's got to be Suarez.
Nah, because Suarez's first touch is a bit iffy sometimes. I
Come
don't
on, man, we
know.
ain't
I
gonna
don't know.
First name that comes to your head.
Give me a.
Just take Messi, man. You can't,
Nah,
how can you
fuck
not have
Messi. I'm a
in
Ronaldo
five-a-side?
fan.
Yeah, but you can start Messi.
Actually,
in
you know
there.
what? Give me a little Fernando Torres.
Like, what about that for a first touch?
What?
Suarez's first touch better than Fernando Torres' first touch.
That's Suarez first touch. Oh, cheap.
Yeah.
He just used to make it work. He had like a Salah kind of bubbly.
Little bit of glow.
With it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Fernando Torres.
Okay.
Actually, Kun Aguero.
Okay, yeah, that's a
Aguero.
shot. Yeah, that's a shot.
That is a team. You got 6-0, 4-1, 3-0.
We're gonna do a fire round with you, bro. Arsenal fire round. So we pick 2 Arsenal players. You just pick favorite player you prefer to watch.
All right,
go on.
Ready? Let's go.
So, Jens Lehmann or David Seaman?
I have to go. Jens Lehmann, a bit more recent for me.
Yeah.
Maybe Seaman's got a.
You never
bigger
scored past
legacy.
David Seaman, huh?
True. That's very true.
Petr Cech or David Raya for Arsenal?
I'd have to say Raya. Can't lie. I mean, he has got a better defense in front of him, but I feel like Petr Cech was towards the end of his career,
Fair
so I'll
enough.
say Raya.
Ben White or Bakary Sagna?
It's tough because the situations are complete. You know what, Bakary Sagna, just for the vibes. The hair.
Tierney or Zinchenko?
But Tierney, more heart.
Okay. Gal Clichy or Ashley Cole?
Ashley.
Even though he left you lot to go to the blue side, yeah?
Yeah, but you were still Ashley Cole.
I wanted to get him and it worked.
You're still Ashley Cole. Still
All right.
Ashley Cole.
Vieira or Declan Rice?
Yeah, bro.
It's got to be Vieira, innit?
Yeah, bro.
This is a good one. Gabriel or Koscielny?
Gabriel.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like Koscielny was good, but I feel like Gabriel has more of a physical presence. I mean, he's got good headers. Yeah, man. I actually picked Gabriel.
Sol Campbell. Sol Campbell or William Saliba?
I feel like Saliba has maybe a higher ceiling, but I have to say Sol Campbell.
Fair
for
enough.
Now.
Pires or Saka?
So, like I said, it's kind of a similar situation where it's like one's actually won something, but one probably has a higher ceiling.
Yeah, one's a loser who let his country down.
All right. No, none of that. But say Perez. Yeah, for now.
Okay.
For Saka soon.
Nasri or Odegaard?
The nostalgia of Nasri is getting it for me. But I really do like Odegaard though. I can't lie. I'll just pick Odegaard for the sake of it. Why not?
Okay. Cazorla or Ozil?
I hate that question. I'll pick Ozil, but I hate that question because I love Cazorla.
That's Cazorla though. It's Cazorla for what he did for you. Ozil wasn't that.
Ozil's cold. What
as a player, but was he that great for Arsenal?
100% he was.
I don't know.
Did he break the assist record as well? I'm sure he did.
No, he didn't.
Like the first 50 or something like that. I'm sure he did.
What, for Arsenal?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant Prem, sorry.
Van Persie or Anelka?
Persie, man, left foot. I actually love Van Persie.
Even though he left you lot to win the league, yeah?
Yeah, but like he was a player, man. He was a player.
Okay.
That's you know, I don't, even though, you know, some players do end up snaking us, I will, you know, leave that aside and think about how they play.
The quality
of
the player.
All right. All right. What about this one? Van Persie or Alexis Sanchez?
That's a good question.
I feel, was Sanchez closer to leading us to a title than Van Persie? Yeah,
I'd say so.
I'd say Sanchez. Yeah.
Okay.
Sanchez.
And Ian Wright or Bergkamp?
It's a really One's more of a a technical striker, and one of them's just like
Finisher.
We are trying to get one on the pod as well, so pick that one.
Ian, right.
Yeah.
Dennis Bergkamp, he ignored me. Dennis Bergkamp, the Iceman. Dennis Bergkamp.
Nah,
All right, do you know what? I know this might have been a little bit before your time, but we had this question last week, and I want to ask you: Alan Shearer or Harry Kane?
Even Alan Shearer one sign. Even Alan Shearer one sign. I'm just saying, what?
As in, take your Arsenal hat off. I know Kane's a Spurs fan, but
no, of course, no. I really rate Harry Kane, and I feel like it's been really unfortunate for him to not win a trophy because I feel like he definitely deserves one. But I mean, Alan Shearer, literally all-time top goal scorer for the Premier League.
Yep.
Might have to say him just because not only that, but the fact that he actually won something as well.
Yeah,
maybe I have to give it to Shearer.
Won the Premier League, yeah.
Okay, sick. And that was the episode we're done of On The Bench podcast. Do you want to plug your socials? Although you got way more followers than us.
Plug
our socials.
Alright, so make sure you follow On The Bench.
You got way more followers than us, man. You can plug your socials anyway, you never know.
Yeah, for sure. LilJail_LTD. Make sure you give it a follow.
Yeah, sick. And that's the On The Bench podcast. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And we'll be back next week. Another episode, man. Anything to say, Tony boy?
You're losing your voice.
Yeah.
More like glazing.
Alright, froze.
Bomba.
See you guys later, man. Love.